Okay, action.
Hello everybody, welcome. Hi, I'm Slim Chance, and it's good to see everybody. Hello. Oh, good to see you guys from El Cerrito. Oh, and there's some folks all the way in St. Louis. Oh, hey, how's it going? Oh, and look over there, all the way in Tonga. Oh my gosh, thank you all for coming today. Really glad to have you again. We're gonna do some really fun things today in circus school. Today we're gonna learn how to spin plates. Now, to spin a plate, really, you kind of really need a spinning plate, and they can be ordered still through Renegade Juggling, which is my favorite place to get spinning plates. But if you have some other place, you know, wherever you can get a spinning plate is a good place to get a spinning plate. This one here, like you always want to start with it nice and straight in the air, and you're going to make a nice circular movement, and the more you are underneath it, the more you can see exactly where the center is, because at some point you're just going to stop it in that center and it will be spinning. Yes. Today, since we're going to be spinning plates, we're going to have a pokey stick that we're using, and you want it to be the appropriate length. You don't want it to be too short, it'll be much more difficult. This size is nice just to get it going. You could have a little bit longer, it would have a little more bend, which can be nice when you're starting out. But make sure you don't poke anyone with the stick, not yourself, not your neighbors. Don't use it for swashbuckling or shish kebabbing. Not even for marshmallows, I would say. Just use it for spinning plates. So, the thing with the spinning plate is you're just going to make a little circle in the air. I like to hold the very bottom of the stick with my finger pointed upwards, so I can see that that finger is drawing a little circle on the ceiling. So you can see that I just want to use my wrist. I don't want to use my whole arm. I just want to use the wrist, making a nice circle in the air. Imagine you're whisking an egg in the sky. Nice circle. And then, after you circle, you'll stop in the center, but you'll spiral to the center. From the circle to the spiral to the stop. That's how you'll spin a plate. And here's the plate spinning. So you see, it's just the wrist. Nothing else is moving. Just the wrist in that circle. And then I do the spiral in the center. See, if I wanted to get it going again, I would just do that same circle. And you see, the rest of my arm is not moving, just the wrist. In the center. Ta-da, ta-da. And if you have tried your spinning, and now most of the people who have already tried spinning, you'll have the easiest time at least getting it. For the rest of you, you may have plates falling on your head. So get a soft plate to start with, because when it falls on your head, you don't want it to hurt. But see, you can see really clearly where the center is when you're right underneath it. So that's why also you want to keep this nice and straight, because it's over like that. It's a little bit harder. And eventually you can learn to balance that by keeping your eye on the plate, right where the connection is there. And that's a balance with the plate. And if you want an extra trick for a plate, if you can get your plate spinning, I like to go down halfway and then I'll do a little jump. So you keep your eye on where that is. Oh, and you try to catch it, just like so. Let's see. Oh. Oh. This is how you practice doing something over and over and over, and hopefully eventually you get it right. So just try as many times as you can, and then keep trying. That's the most important part of all circus, is to keep trying. The more and more and more you work on this, the easier it will get. And don't worry, it was hard for all of us when we were learning. We all dropped things on our heads, and that's why you want to use nice soft things to drop on your head all the time. And if you're experimental like me, you might try to find other things in the house to spin. Which, I found this plate, which almost works perfect, but it's also really heavy. So if it drops, it'll be really loud. And it could break. See? Really loud. This one is made of plastic, but it's a really thick, heavy plastic. So if it falls on my face, it's really, really gonna hurt. And there's no real spot in the center to catch it on. But it's got a good lip, which is why I tried it. You see that's nice thick lip there, so you can at least get it spinning, but there's nowhere to stop in the center. And since I like to experiment, we even have a dog dish here. It's plastic, so it's not going to hurt too bad. And you see it spins very nicely. Getting it into the center is a little more difficult because there's not much of an indentation. And that's why you want a little indentation in the center that can be the point to spin upon. Oh, almost. And we have a metal dog dish, which works pretty good, but it's a metal dog dish. So it would really hurt if it fell onto my head.
Maybe it's only for like advanced students?
Yeah, this, I would wear a helmet if I were you.
Maybe a face guard?
And a face guard, maybe a mouth guard, something. But as you can see, it can be done. Ta-da! The spinning dog bowl. They said it couldn't be done. Thanks for coming out, folks, and hope you learned something fun. And next, we will be learning something new. So till then, practice.